positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
To the sideline and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
In motion, the tight end. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showing some tough running there. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle made at the 42.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. On play action, McCarthy.
And his throw is incomplete.
There defensively for the breakup, Charvarius Ward. You look at this Niner defense.
This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. That is caught. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play.
From the 38 now. Here's second and a couple.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Shelton, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Oh, a short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, it's Shelton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll look to throw.
Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now a second and 10.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
To the right side and intercepted. picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look, 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
And that'll be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here's McCarthy.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And McCarthy going to sneak it.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better you be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
McCarthy off the play fake. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now they'll run on the draw. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out. Would not allow him to cut upfield.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Second down and 6 now. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue, because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Gets this one to Morris. And he gets it inside the 35 and just short of the 30. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards from the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
They'll drop to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Back to throw again. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Now McCarthy.
Left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Final minute now of the third quarter.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Pass caught by Pearsall.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with first and goal.
No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
And they'll run again.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Niners are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Niners are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. That's Morris.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it with the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Sam Laporta.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll get this to the 32.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. On play action. Now McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. On play action, McCarthy. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here's 1st down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Clock at 30 seconds. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words. Make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it.